Welcome back. My name is Rosie. I'm here with Emily. We're going to be talking about level 1 and 2 leg springs. So a little bit about the setup on a leg spring. For this balanced body model, this is a combination tower reformer unit. I'm going to put the leg springs up here at the same level as the push-through bar. If this feels too high for your client, say you have a smaller body, an older body, you can always scooch them down to the top rung here if needed. For today, we're going to be on this level for Emily. Okay, I'm going to have you start laying on your back. Feet like you're going to do a sit-up. And then let's start by figuring out our powerhouse position. I want you to tuck your tail under like you're trying to lift your butt. Now get light in your feet like you're also trying to lift your heels. Both of those things at once. Yes, now reach those arms up and grab the tower. Now these towers have like all of these little rungs. I'm going to have Emily bring her hand up to the bottom of that first one. We want to have the arms higher than the elbows no matter what. Sometimes you might have to have your client bring your hands up one more level in between these two, what are these called? Hooks, yeah. So it depends on the client, but we're really looking for elbows higher than the hands. And then we want to make sure that those elbows can draw in towards the midline. So we're thinking about if we had a magic circle here, trying to squeeze it between our elbows. We want to avoid splaying because this is allowing our ribs to pop out, which is not what we want. We want the powerhouse down, the elbows in, these serratus anterior muscles really supporting us here. Leg springs also, if you do not have your hands bracing against those poles and you have a smaller body, they're gonna go sliding right back. Especially if you have an elderly client, be very, very careful with this. You can have clients have their hands on the mat or grabbing the sides of the mat, so bring your palms to your side or bring your hands to the outsides of the carriage. This is an option if somebody's shoulders are not supporting this. But in that case, I would suggest maybe having them do some leg springs on the reformer or having them do some unassisted, like no leg springs, just body weight exercises here. Okay, let's bring our hands up to the positioning on the tower. Now pull your knees into your chest. We're gonna slip our feet into these leg springs. This is level 1 and 2, so I'm doing this for her, assuming that she's new to the Cadillac. Some people are just not ready at this level in their Pilates journey to be able to do this themselves. You can work towards having them put the straps on in the same way that we work towards teaching them how to put their straps on in the reformer. So level 1 and 2 client, I'm putting the straps on for them, allowing them to just focus on finding this position. Okay, let's get those elbows drawing in, starting with frogs. Let's bring your heels a little bit lower, a little bit more. We want the straps on, kind of in line with the calves. Now reach out towards my hand and bend. Good, keep it going. Push and reach and bend. You imagine a zipper from your belly button to your heels, and we zip the inner thighs all the way up and zip. Yes, find a booty squeeze. Now both those things together, booty squeeze, then zip. Yes, keep it going. And we keep an eye on the powerhouse, making sure that her back is glued to the mat. So squish down into my hand a little bit more. It's almost as if you're about to lift your butt, but it stays on the mat. 3 more. 2, push and zip. Last one, and then hold it out there. We're gonna take it right into our lower lift. Slowly bring your legs up to my hand. Slowly lower them down to my hand. Love an invitation cue with the hands. Good. I want you to take this a little bit slower. Resist the springs on the way up. Good. Now let's make it a little bit more mindful. Take a breath in. Now exhale, tuck your tail as you roll up. Squeeze your glutes to go down. Abs draw in. Pause. Now we keep our powerhouse engaged. She's just going to use her glutes to drive the legs down. Notice that her torso stays completely still. And then we lift up. Yes. Now I want you to let your torso relax. And as you push your legs down, let your back start to lift off the mat. Yes. Now we see the flaring out of the ribs, the sticking out of the belly. That is what we do not want. So bring those legs back up. Keeping that powerhouse engaged, squishing into my hand. We use the glutes to drive down, and we exhale to lift up. 1 more. And the next time you bring it down, hold it there for leg circles. Open your legs to my hands, lift them up, pull them together, lower them down. Again, open, up, close, and down. We start mechanical, finding each of these 4 positions. Then we add a little bit of flow, make it more of a circle, swoop and lift. Good. I want you to take it slower on the way up. Let those springs pull you a little bit less. Fight them. There you go. Those springs are gonna wanna yank you right up. You control it. One more this way. And then we go the other direction. Open those legs, take them down. Zip those thighs, lift them up. Good. Open. Booty squeeze to come down. Inner thighs, abs down. Again, booty squeeze. Inner thighs and abs. Let's add breath. Inhale on the down. Exhale on the up. 2 more. Rolling those backs into the mat a little bit more. Yes, last one. Scoop and lift, pause. Optional ending that I like. Glue those heels together, Pilates V. Keeping your back on the mat, lower your legs as far as you can. Booty squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, float those legs all the way up. Reach up and grab your straps. Take a little back body stretch. Good. Optional finisher. You can have them exit through a frog and then slip their straps off. We're gonna take this into walking and beats and wraps. Okay, give them a little breather too. As you're self-practicing, you'll understand how these things feel so that you can know what your client is feeling so that you don't put them in a position where they're like, oh my God, my inner thighs are on fire. You'll see everybody rest and be like, oh, thank God. And that's how you know you cued them well. Okay, let's get our arms reset. Just below those hooks, elbows are drawing in towards the midline. Let's find our frog. Yes, and then push all the way out, hold it there. Pilates V with those legs, drawing your abs in, find your powerhouse. Let's get beats, quick open closes. And we think about clapping the inner thighs, not the heels. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. We're gonna take wraps, a little crisscross, up, down. Good, I want you to slow it down. I want you to try and get that spring to your calf. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Push. And every time you're reaching closer towards my hand, closer towards the window, trying to stretch those springs as much as possible. Yes, reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. Pull your abs in deeper. Yes, last 3. Last 2. Last set. Bring your legs together, hold it there. Squeeze those glutes, lower your legs down a little bit more. Take a deep breath in, and frog. Yes, take a rest. Good work. We're gonna finish out with bicycles. I'm gonna give her a little moment to breathe here before we go into bicycles. Nice work. I like to teach beats and wraps when I'm working towards coordination, teaching people that exercise, because that can definitely be a brain twist. So as you're progressing someone from level 1 to level 2, this is a good way to introduce coordination. You can even have them practice the push, open, close, return on the leg springs. It's just a good way to prime someone's head to be in the game. Okay, bicycles. All right, start your frog for me. I'm very picky about bicycles because they are easy to do wrong and we want to do them right because precision is a principle of Pilates and doing things higher quality means faster results. Okay, let's start with this leg. Bring your heel down towards the mat. And I want you to push and slide it all the way out, keeping it connected. Now the straighter the better with this knee. We lift it all the way up in slow motion. Come back to your frog, other side. Heel down to the mat. Push and slide it all the way out. Squeeze this knee, squeeze this glute. Now float that leg up. Come back to your frog, other side. Heel down, push and reach. Now keep drawing those elbows in and drawing those ribs down. Lift that leg. Reset your frog, other side. Heel down, push it all the way out. Now feel your abs draw down more as your leg lifts. Your back gets heavy in the mat. And reset in your frog. We're gonna add a little bit of flow to this. So take that left heel down, push it out, slide. And now as that leg comes up, you're gonna start bringing this heel down. Yes, push and slide, yep. Brain twist, good. Yeah, there we go. Keeping that heel connected to the mat the whole way out. Keeping those elbows drawing in. Let's get one more set each side. Push and reach, stretch those springs as long as you can here. And keep tension on this spring as you close. Next time you find your frog with both legs, hold it there. We're gonna take a breath. Good. We're gonna do the reverse, starting with the right leg this time. It goes straight up. It reaches out all the way down to the mat. Squeeze that knee. Now drag it in towards your butt. Knee goes out, spring goes on the inside. We reset in the frog. Other side, left leg up. Reach it out, heel down. Good, now drag, externally rotate so that knee can pass on the middle. Frog, left leg up. Reach it out, come all the way down. And we drag and reset. next time you find your frog, let's add a little bit of flow to it, starting with this leg. It goes up, it reaches down. Once that heel hits the mat, the other leg will start. Yes. Take it slow. Now watch that knee. Keep it all the way straight, the whole way down. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yes. Sometimes it's helpful to add a hands-on cue when you're doing stuff that's a lot of moving parts. Reminding people where their knees are. Reminding people where their elbows are. Two more. Reach, 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 reach. Yes, there you go. Yes, yes. Last one, make it your best. Finish on your best rep every time. Reach, extend. Heel touches down. Leg lifts up, reach. And frog. Good, take a rest. Nice job. Slip those straps off and then shake it out.